My pursuit of the Okie Woodsman channel, as promised, I told you I'd give you an update on the liquid tube, has been driving so hard, it was a bunch of nonsense that a rock can puncture a tire. We're gonna have a little bit of a shift in focus. What's happened is other things get neglected. We're getting busy. This roll top bed cover has been absolutely awesome for us. Pallet would be better. Forks, a pallet, and like maybe a carry-all or something is the ultimate thing, because I need to basically make this trip and another one to get my tools out to where I'm working. Welcome to the Okie Woodsman channel. We are super busy because we've got a lot planned on this channel, and much of those plans require us getting our house completed because we have some big projects coming. At least we plan on it. It would have been faster carrying this stuff over, but for the next tool, I'm gonna definitely want it. Not this tool. Plans have changed. I need to put a pallet on the forks so I can transport this. If I would have done that in the first place, this would have been a one-trip thing and it would have made sense. As promised, I told you I'd give you an update on the liquid tube. I had put some in the four-wheeler in both rear tires. The other day, my son was riding it a little bit, putting around on the property. I was in the shed and he said, "Hey Dad, can you help me?" I went out there and captured this footage. Somebody recently told me that rocks don't puncture tires. Oh my God. It may not have been enough, but can you drive it? Okay. It's still going. It's still leaking. We're gonna see if that's gonna fix that. That was a huge, I wish I would have kept the rock.
It was huge.
It was a massive hole. Yeah, it's a massive slice. The liquid tube did not seal that hole. I wish I would not have thrown down the rock because it was fairly large. A commenter say that it was a bunch of nonsense that a rock can puncture a tire. I kind of went back and forth with them. I kind of wish I had it, but at the same time, it was a little bit fun. But I was also trying to see if this guy would bite a little bit and kind of give in. I didn't know if he was at first being serious because it seemed so ridiculous, but he said that you can't puncture a tire with a rock, and then he said it was all a made-up story. Well, I can tell you this, you certainly can puncture your tires with a rock, and the liquid tube experiment on the four-wheeler just didn't work like I wanted it to. I was then accused of deleting his comments and so forth. I didn't do it. I don't know what happened. All of my comments are still there, but his are gone, and so I'm not exactly sure what that was all about. I do that periodically, forget to put it in gear. That's no good. I have been really fortunate. I haven't had a bunch of trolls on my videos, and the guy started calling me a liar. This is really what I ought to have done in the first place. Put the pallet on here and been done with it. I'm at 46 hours on this machine. I put a lot on it initially, and a lot less has been going on it now, but my usage has changed a little bit. This is one heavy tool. Should have had the pallet forks up higher. Actually, after looking at that, I may have needed 2 trips anyway. I want to talk about a little bit of a temporary change in pace for the channel. I've been trying to get a video out every other day for quite some time now, and currently I'm not going to be able to meet that schedule any longer for a season. And it's because I need to focus on some other things that we've got going on. Not just myself, but my entire family has been dumping our entire effort, time, and resources essentially into the channel. We've experienced a lot of growth, but we want to move forward with some other things in life, right? Because while I love chainsaws and tree cutting and firewood, we're not going to stop that stuff, but I have some other things that I need to get done as well. The concept of just pushing through certainly does apply. However, if you push too hard, you do end up neglecting other things in life. And I am a family man, a husband, and I need to make sure I take care of those duties along with the other things that I want to do in my life. I wouldn't say that I've had a hobby for many years, and a lot of that has to do with where you put your time, your energy, and your effort. My wife and I just celebrated our 18th wedding anniversary. We have children. My son's going to be 13 this year, in just a few days. Time is absolutely flying. YouTube has certainly become a tremendous hobby, but then also that hobby transitioned into a legitimate business. Or rather, I should probably say businesses. I have the YouTube side of everything that I do, where I do get paid directly through YouTube. Then I have my phenomenal collaborators and affiliates. That is also a major part of what we've been able to accomplish here. We then also have the firewood side of things as well. What's happened is because of those aspects, those are providing great opportunities, but now it's time to shift a little bit for a season onto our house, because we need to secure funding in order to move ourselves in a new direction. Progress costs money, and I've been kind of paying attention to some of these other guys that have accomplished quite a bit with their firewood businesses, their YouTube channels, and so forth. We really have been kind of stuck in a little bit of a rut for quite some time in terms of our momentum forward. If you're new here, my wife and kids and I built this house in 2020. We did it as frugally as possible. We did it, I'm really proud of what we did, really. I mean, that's all it's to it. We did it on an extremely tight budget, and we accomplished a lot. However, once we got done with the project, we've really become unable to move forward with the other necessities. So for example, I do have a woodworking background, but just the idea of moving my planer over here and not having a spot to effectively work has hindered some progress inside of my home. My wife is phenomenal. She has been working with and being okay with a lack of completion inside and outside of the home. That's multifaceted. It's time, it's resources, and so forth. But I have made a decision to focus on getting some more of those pieces because the opportunity has presented itself. So what that means is for a little bit here, we're going to have a little bit of a shift in focus, but we're also going to continue to do some of my more regular content as well. Don't think that the Okie Woodsman channel has forever changed. We are changing and developing as time goes on, but I do have to do some other stuff, and I would really appreciate you joining me here on these little bits of videos that I'm going to do. Because it is applicable. It's applicable to our Oklahoma experience here, our pursuit of creating something ourselves on our rural Oklahoma property. And I just love the fact that you guys are interested in it, and it just means so much to the entire family. I just wanted to say that if you see some more content, like I had that tree house that I have been working on with the boys, another video should have been released. And I find that my time is stretched and split every direction, and I need to pull back and focus on getting a couple other of these things to create memories, because my pursuit of the Okie Woodsman channel has been driving so hard that what's happened is other things get neglected. And my family understands why, but at the same time, I don't want to take advantage of that. I think it's a wise thing as a father. God gives me the wisdom, hopefully, to know when and how to do things and at the appropriate time. I think that you're really going to enjoy some of this new process. I'm not going to just put mundane footage up of me working on the deck or doing something inside of the house. We've got a lot coming up. I have some land clearing I need to get done, some tree removals, some climbs, all on my property. We're going to be doing some tractor work, of course, chainsaw work. With that's going to come firewood. But I also really, our goal is to get some construction underway. We need a shop dearly. I have so much to offer that I have been kind of just waiting on. So just know that none of this is stopping. It's just got to take a small hiatus for a little bit. We're also going to sprinkle it in between. And I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.